Welcome back, pedal people that are interested in TC, which I call tank pedals. And there's someone here.
Hi. See, I learned. I didn't say hi.
It's very, very clever, very clever.
Yeah.
Very good girl, good girl.
He's gonna kill me with one of the tank pedals otherwise.
No, I would never do that. But I could, because that's how heavy they are. We're here with the ECHOBRAIN on the table. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
It was actually almost funny.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
Actually, almost. Maybe not so much.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Hardly.
In the Profit video, which is TC's digital delay from that tank series, we talked about different delay types and what an analog delay actually is and what a digital
delay is and does.
Thank you. Quickly to reiterate, an analog delay actually creates the delay in an analog fashion.
Something to do with chips bags.
Yes, it has something to do with Lay's potato chips.
Right.
Now, it is also called a bucket brigade, which means there's, I don't actually know electronics, but there's like little chips in there, and then the signal goes through the chips, and they have some kind of timing in them, and it just takes a while to go through there, and you can actually set up what while that is. Now. Apparently Behringer, the company behind this, there's TC, and then there's Behringer, and then there's Music Group, and then there's God! I don't know. No, probably not. Not in my world. Okay. And, it's just, well, what comes after Music Group? I don't know.
Definitely.
Trump,
first,
and then God.
I was going to say first the Kanzler and then God, but okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
The
Kanzler, the Chancellor.
I don't know.
That is actually, I think that's the word. Doesn't matter.
The king.
Yes, our monarch.
Okay. Where were we?
God.
You just God. No. So it goes through these chips. That's where we were, bucket brigade, and that just takes a while. And these chips degrade the sound. It doesn't sound quite as nice anymore when it comes out of these chips, which is why analog delays have their sound. Their wishy-washy, high-end is rolled off and degraded kind of sound, which we love. So we're trying to fuck up the sound, but in the way that we want it to be fucked up.
Just like some people like to buy guitars that are already beaten up.
Exactly. That's exactly the same thing. No, it's not. So here... Can you give me the blood moon, please?
Yes.
Here are these new TC pedals. They're big as fuck, and they're heavy, and they have two U-shaped metal pieces that are slitted in together. You, and again, same joke, you and you.
That wasn't funny the first time.
This is number 7. I've made this joke 7 times, and it's not funny.
Yeah, but that's what she said. You do that.
I have 5 more pedals.
7 million times.
I have 5 more pedals to go, and I will do this every single time.
I know.
So the knobs are very nice and sturdy and big. And
yeah, don't go there.
Rubber feet at the bottom, which are actually thin enough so that you could still Velcro the pedal. It says 9 volt, 100 milliamps. Okay. Where was I? It was Leslie calling me for dinner. I don't have time right now. We will now. Anyway, we will go because you're hungry. So let's do this quickly. Where was I? 100 milliamps, it says right here, but the pedals probably take less. The drives took like 7, 14 and stuff like this, and it says 100. For the ECHOBRAIN and the Profit, it sadly didn't say it on the website, so I can't tell you how many milliamps they realistically take. I assume it's less than 100. The top mountability of the ins and outs and the 9 volt means you can actually smack these pedals together like so, and save space on your pedal board even though they are big, and you still have enough space to tap them with your foot. And then Kiana, please do the demonstration of the size. What you were just gonna do.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Here you have smaller, but...
The traditional TC pedal.
It's not as wide. I mean, the traditional one.
Yeah.
But...
And it's also thinner.
Yeah.
These things are a brick,
Here,
okay?
there.
It is a tank. You can kill people with them. So,
you can kill someone with this too, but this is just easier.
we are going into the Joyo Dual Clones on a doppelganger setting, which is beautiful, clean sound, traditional beautiful, clean sound. With this amazing Baruman copper top. Did I just boop you? Sorry, I was just trying to show the guitar here. I wasn't trying to like do something.
First time that happened. I mean, you really threatened to kill me today.
Look at this amazing actual. This is actual copper on top of here. Two seasons pickups. No, that's wrong. How many seasons do we have?
4.
4 seasons pickups by my friend Bob Gabriel. I'm calling him a friend because I know him on Facebook. Duh.
Virtual friends are the only real friends, right? I mean, you have.
So this is a Baruman. Look at this amazing black limbar body and flame maple neck and fretboard. Beautiful guitar. Right now I'm in single coil in the neck position, and that's what we're using. Now that's a nice clean sound. Going into that amp through the AMPETE 88S studio switcher, which allows us to send the pedal into a whole variety of amps without rewiring anything. We're going to do this at the end. So let's turn this puppy on. The shorter the delay time, the sooner the pedal will go into self-oscillation. Okay? So... At noon, you have about an equal amount of delay and original. I lied. I thought it's exactly like the Prophet and the Skysurfer, but those are digital.
I don't think you lie. You're just ignorant.
Yeah, I just didn't know. No, here you can't kill the dry signal. So all the way up is actually not killing the dry. On the Skysurfer and the Prophet, that's what happens. So it's just a mix knob. And here we have a beautiful traditional kind of slapback for those country kind of things that I can't play. I don't know. Probably still a bit too much. I have no idea what I'm doing. You're making me nervous.
Right.
No.
Okay.
They like you for some reason.
Okay, I was gonna say I can go and have dinner with Leslie then, while you know, do the...
If you know how to play these things, which I don't, you could get really cool classic slapback sounds from this delay. Just take my word for it. Okay. Let me see what the maximum delay time here is. Not that much. I'm gonna say maximum delay time is not that much. Or expressed in milliseconds, 300 milliseconds. I think not that much was pretty clear.
It's accurate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's get a more lush, long delay by cranking up the You gotta be careful because it's also meant to go into those crazy self-oscillation times. And again, the shorter you delay, the quicker it will go there, so they're interdependent. That's pretty. Come the fuck on!
Having a good time.
It went into like ridiculous speed.
Yeah. Yep.
But that way it was distorting was amazing. It was such a cool, rich sound. I really think that was awesome. Not that weight. This. Let's put it this way, it's a beast that needs to be tamed. If I go into these drastic settings, it's not necessarily something that I might want to depend on in a live situation to work for me without going crazy. It's something that I would set in a very safe zone and then use live. But if I'm twiddling around with it, it might go nuts. Mm-hmm. It might go nuts delay. Let's see how it sounds like, what it sounds like, how it sounds like, what it sounds like with some lead sound to get a lead sound to sing a little bit more. Let me see. That, by the way, is the Mad Professor 1 pedal. Neat! Let's switch some amps just for fun. Wait. So right now we're in the Carl Martin. No, we're not. We're in the Joyo Dual Clones, and I'm gonna go into the Carl Martin Custom Shop 50 right now. That's number 1. Go back to the dual clones, please. And the Thomann again? The delay comes out more in the clones, and the Thomann kind of suppresses it a bit. So I'm thinking the Thomann compresses less than the dual clones. But who knows? Going into the Use and Cat Deluxe 40 on the clean channel, number 2. Moving on to the Vox AC30, which is on 4, please. Beautiful with that amp. However, I don't know if you can hear this, there's a very, very high feep. Can you hear this, Kiana?
Yeah.
If I turn the pedal off, it's gone. What could that be? Because I have it on a Chuck's Pussy Power right now. That's seriously, that's one hell of a power supply. That can't be it. So there's something somewhere giving me the feeps. And I guess we go back to the Joyo. Still there, so it's not the amp. Okay. Yeah, comes from the pedal. Okay, you can come back. So, our 2 cents. What is our 2 cents, Kiana?
Our 2 cents is that the manufacturing quality is very good. It's very sturdy, feels nice, feels solid, and high quality.
Not like a Chinese product, or not like many products are Chinese, but not like one of these very inexpensive budget pedals from a Chinese company. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. We like big knobs.
Yeah, of course.
Who doesn't? What do you think about the sound? As someone who is new to the world of effects and delays and stuff like this, just your gut reaction.
Gut reaction is, well, considering that it's an analog delay, I think I personally would have an easier time working with a digital delay, just because that thing goes a bit crazy.
It goes crazy quite quickly.
Yeah.
Which Toro told me was one of the intentions. It is a delay tweaker fiddlers kind of delay. So it works very well in the very, very short slapback area where it doesn't feedback at all. Or when you want to go into these crazy pads, into these crazy, where the delay becomes the instrument. Right. I mean, once you have the feedback up, and it goes crazy, you can actually play the pitches with the time knob. To have very lush and big delays with a lot of feedback in a live situation might mean it is going into feedback. So that can be dangerous. But in that sense, it has its own character.
If you're going for that feature, then...
Yeah. And again, so it's $49. So in that price range, I know there's the Joyo analog delay, which doesn't quite sound like this. It doesn't sound bad at all, but it's slightly different. What else do we have? I mean, we have many analog style delays. I do think that this is a step up from those, because it's not trying to be your average run-of-the-mill analog delay. It's trying to be the ECHOBRAIN. It's trying to be more like a musical instrument in itself. And if that's what you're looking for, I think you're getting top build quality, service from a major brand. And remember, right on top of everything is God, okay? I mean, there's TC in Behringer and Music Group, and then the Chancellor.
And that coming from an atheist.
And then there's, the God of all delays that watches over TC. No, it's, I think if you're in the market for something that does what it does, it's absolutely recommended. Great product if you're a twiddly fiddler. Not a kitty fiddler, that's different. We don't like those.
Oh my God.
What? Just want to make sure that we don't support that kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope everyone knows we don't support that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Who knows? I don't know what they know.
I don't know either.
Okay. Talking about knowing things, if you don't know, I have a Patreon account now if you want to support the crazy thing we do, and if you want to support us sitting here talking complete nonsense. Go to patreon.com, look for Henning Pauli, and pledge something. There's rewards. One of them, of course, Kiana coming over and making cookies for you.
Yeah, we still haven't talked about what my pay is.
Yeah, it's not a reward, but it could be. If there's enough money, we can be bought, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Everyone can be bought.
Okay, bye guys. Have a good one.